Under the screen, Durant.
The hands.
A knock away, Steven Adams with the defense. Morant hangs and puts it in somehow.
Not the result of a play.
Yeah, officiate the contact, not what happens. Durant trying to save the ball. A look ahead to Morant. Gets the crowd on its feet.
One of those guys that we start to say a Grizz killer with the amount of shots that he made with the Utah Jazz.
Bane doubled. Morant over Simmons for three. It's through.
Watch, this is a Grizz. Look at this three. How comfortable he is to just step in.
Morant into a crowd. Durant digs at it. Morant forces it in anyway. The strength by Morant.
But you let contact go on the other end. And so from Ja Morant, just great work by Conchar, just battling Durant.
Morant for three. Bingo!
Defensive activity for the Grizzlies. What you see as Morant comes down the floor. This is the confidence.
Morant around the high screen, attacks and dunks.
Move to the basket. You see the screen up high, and because it's so high.
Irving threw it to Conchar. Lob, Morant.
He dunks it behind him. Look at where his body is. He's under the basket.
He is.
His head is looking up at the rim as he puts the ball. Whatever team he's been on, you talk about all of the other people on the team, Royce O'Neal seems to always make an impression.
Brooks off glass.
Oh,
and
wow.
volleyed in by Morant. Morant around the high screen, down the lane, a scoop and a score to tie the game at 8. Ja Morant. Grizzlies defense has been good here in the early going. Morant slams on the brakes, elevates, and hits the little push shot. And the Grizzlies have their first lead of the game.
Well, it is a luxury that the Grizzlies can have, that you bring in Tyus Jones, and Ja Morant very comfortable at playing the off guard as he knocks down the standstill three there.
Originally drafted by Oklahoma City, ended up here in Houston. Played for Turkey in Eurobasket, averaged better than 16 a game. Morant through the lane, forces that one up and in.
I said early in the quarter, the Houston Rockets playing fine here inside to John Conchar, because when you're below, the way that you move up or the way that you start to increase your stature is by beating these type teams, as Mr. Morant says, but I'm not done yet.
Smith bricks the three, but the long rebound, ping-ponged around, picked up by Aldama. Morant leaking out, will slam with two hands.
Kevin Porter Jr., problems for the Grizzlies defense.
35 of the 74 by Houston. Morant a spin and a make off glass.
But he was creative with how, now watch the spin. Spin so quick. Fernando can't even contest by the time he's shooting left. Watch this. Whoop. Spin, finish, finisher in the paint in today's game.
Errant pass is saved, but to Aldama, now tip to Morant. Morant against Fernando. Oh, pumps it in.
He's running for MVP this year is what he's letting them know, partner.
Bruno Fernando, welcome to a Ja Morant poster. So Fernando could not deal with the speed of the game, apparently, and so KJ Martin back in. A Morant triple on the way. It's through, and the Grizzlies tie the game.
With Jalen Green, and for him to be going as fast as he was, to have that finish here, soft lay-in.
And the Rockets back to the lead. Morant, a three for the lead. It's it. And a tap out and a run out, and here comes Morant.
Getting his first career start in his second year. Ja Morant takes him just 14 seconds to get on the board. Against Aldama. Tough turnaround shot, in and out. Conchar, quick outlet to Morant. This team plays with great pace as Morant already 5 points. That's what they love to do, get out in the open floor and get a lot of transition buckets.
Trying to get more, instead of the mid-range pull-ups, as Morant attacks right back, right through the chest of Robinson.
Isaiah Hartenstein has come into the game. Morant, nice defense from Hartenstein. One of the new members of the Knicks. Tyus Jones knocks down a corner three. Jones, when you hear it's got to be a little jarring. You like a place where you live, where you play. It's Ja Morant. Three-pointer's good. Morant from downtown. 14 of 43 from the field. Three-pointer the other end is good. Conchar knocks it down. It's the largest lead. Morant using Adams. Again tries another three and hits another three. Ja Morant 3 for 4 from downtown. He's got 18. Brandon Clark, an excellent rebounder, grabs that. Morant back to Clark. Layup is good. Ja Morant once again. That was nice. And the Knicks need a timeout.
He's a great post-up player against smaller players, but great attack in transition off the make by Bane running the floor and Morant. Simple, sound pass.
Morant to Bane. Gets a good look for three. That's good. Desmond Bane and another pretty pass from Ja Morant. Actually played more than half of his games as Morant gets inside, flips it up and in, and the foul. Draws the contact. It's knocked down and a chance for a three-point play.
So the big reason why Olynyk was big was the drives to the basket as Morant gets all the way to the basket for an easy one.
Ja Morant. And the Jazz 8-5.
And that potential that everyone thought he had, he is showing it here in Utah as Ja Morant.
Morant averaging 15.5 paint points per game. Gets 2 there.
Nice look. It kind of has that Patrick Beverly mentality to him.
Brandon Clark in for the first time. Here's Ja for 3. It's through. Ja Morant. Morant trying to work a pick and roll. Keeps it. Sends it. Scores it from the baseline.
Vanderbilt made a 3 from that same spot the game Saturday.
Morant, speed dribble and a finish. Morant with 13. Dillon, a deep 3. Morant, an offensive rebound, under 3 remaining in what has been a disaster of the second quarter for the Grizzlies. Fade away by Morant is in.
John's able to ground that offensive rebound and then high degree of difficulty over the outstretched arm.
Morant around the high screen, spins by Market and elevates and banks it in.
You see Ja Morant really gets to the basket. That's a 7-footer, a 6'11" guy trying to come and help.
Ja continues to cook, 23 for Morant.
My 6th year, they know when you play the Grizzlies, it's going to be a dogfight, and I got all my dogs with me.
And the Grizzlies get a 3-point possession.
Conley to knock down a 3 in successive possession.
Morant to the cup, banks it in, and the foul.
It was a big call against Olynyk. Also, see as Morant's able to, again, get to that left and finish.
Rebound, Roddy. Crowd on its feet with every 3 attempted by the Jazz. Morant down the lane, a scoop and a score. Not known as a 3-point marksman, but he has done well in these last 2 games against the Grizzlies. Clark is holding his right hand, and he asks out of the game as Morant drives, hangs, scoops, scores, and draws.